Okay, solve the inequality and graph your solution. I made a sheet for you too, so you can see. So you make a number line with 0. This is where my x is at. Okay, what's happening to it? Is it, first off, my first question, is it being multiplied or divided? Do you have multiplication or division? You don't. So the sign is going to be the same. Okay. So we got plus 13. I'm going to want a minus 13. Then line up your symbol. You got to remember to put the x where it's at. You can't just turn it around. Okay. So I've got 10 minus 13. I got negative 3. Okay. So you just go fill that out. Sign is not turned. Okay. Now, please follow this. Okay. Does this open towards the number or the x? It opens towards the number. So the graph goes this way from the negative 3. That always is. Okay. There you go. Okay, next one. Here's my x. Is it being multiplied? Well, there's no sign between them, so yeah, it's being multiplied. So. Is it being multiplied by a negative number? Yes, it is. So turn the sign. It has to be multiplied or divided and by a negative. If you see that it is, you turn it. Okay, so we do the opposite of multiply, which is to divide. Line the symbol up. You got x. Negative 18 divided by negative 6 is going to be 3. So put that, but the sign has been switched because we divided by a negative. Whenever we have to multiply, whenever we have multiply or divide by a negative, you're going to flip the sign. So you got x and 3. So 3, now look here. Does it open towards x or does it open towards a number? It opens towards x, so from the 3 it goes this way. So that means x can be any number going that way. Okay, right here, is x being multiplied or divided? Yes, okay. So I'll put times divided. If the answer is yes, yep, circle it. Now, after that, we got to ask ourselves if it's by a negative, okay? So, times divided, it's divided. By a negative, no. Okay, it's not by a negative, it's a positive 5, so we keep the sign the same way. So we do the opposite of divide, which is times. So times, 5. Cancels that. And I have the symbol with x, 6 times 5 is 30. So 30 is our critical number. Fill it in, and it opens towards the x, so it's going that way. Okay, next problem. So I'll make a little box here. I'm going to start doing that, okay? Times, divide, question mark, and by a negative, question mark. Okay, here's your x. You got minus 7 and times 3. So you got times. Is it by a negative? Nope. Okay, so we don't need to flip the sign. So we do my opposite of minus 7 would be plus 7. Now remember to line the sign up. Put the 3x on this side and put 14 plus 7's answer, which is 21 on this side. Divide by 3. Remember to put the x on this side, and 21 divided by 3 is 7. So the sign had no reason to flip, so you got 7 and x. Okay, does it open towards the number or is it open towards the x? It opens towards the number, so it goes this way. Okay, next problem. Well, this time I don't know. I gotta simplify this so the x appears only one time. Okay, so they're on the same side, so I'm gonna add them. Okay, so 5x plus 2x is 7x. We got minus 8, and then the symbol, and then 13. Now I can decide what to do. Times, divide, question mark, and then by a negative, okay? Okay, so you got multiplication, okay? So, yep, multiplication by a negative. Nope, that 7's positive, so keep the sign the same way. Don't turn it. So we plus 8, 13 plus 8 is 21, and then we divide by 7. So you got x, 21 divided by 7 is 3. Okay, opens towards x or open towards a number. It's opening towards a number, so it goes this way. Okay. Okay, this time you got x's are on opposite sides of the symbol, so you pick one of them. Pick the one over here, okay? Or it doesn't matter. Pick the smaller one, okay? It doesn't really matter. So 7x, that was positive, so we would need to minus, so it becomes a 0, and I can cross it out. So we have negative 6. 10 minus 7 is 3x, and then plus 18. Okay, now we can decide what we're going to do with our little symbol here. Okay, x is over here. You got times or divide, question mark, by a negative question mark. Okay, well, you got times, 3 times x. Okay, but that 3 is a positive, so keep the symbol the same. So minus 18, minus 18. Once you've decided if the symbol is going to switch, it's just essentially just like an equation, okay? Negative 6 minus 18 is negative 24. Divide by 3, divide by 3. Now remember, the x is on this side, so keep it there. Negative 24 divided by 3 is going to be negative 8. Okay, so negative 8x. Now remember, always follow these rules when you're graphing, okay? Is it open towards the number, or is it open towards x? It opens towards the number, so it's going this way, okay? Okay, then our final problem. Well, the parentheses isn't going to fly, so we're going to want to distribute. Go down here and do it probably. Negative 2 twice times 1x and times 5. So that's going to be negative 2x, and that's going to be negative 10. So I got 30, and on this side I now have negative 2x minus 10. Okay, now decide what you're going to do with your symbol. Do you even have multiplication, division? That's the first thing you ask yourself. And is it by a negative? Okay, by a negative. Well, we definitely have multiplication right there, and it's by a negative. So guess what? That symbol is going to flip. Okay, so plus 10. That takes us to 40. Then divide by negative 2. I have x. And then I actually just keep lining it up here until you get the x by itself. My bad. Okay. Negative 20, but remember we come over here and the symbol has turned because we have had to divide by a negative number. Okay. Now is that open towards the x or open towards the number? Opens towards the x, so it goes this way. Alright, and you got 7 to do. They're very similar to what you just